Hello, everybody. This is Greg Sierra, and I'm just trying to make sure my mic is on. There it is. Okie dokie. I've actually gone through these before, and then the mic was off for some reason. So we are on example 5 in the Lessee lecture note, per usual. I encourage you to actually have the paper copy of the note out and a calculator, okay? So you can play along at home there. So in this case, we're going to have guaranteed residual value, but now it's less than expected residual value. So example 4, it was the other way around. We had the guaranteed residual value was greater. Okay, so this should look familiar. Let me get my handy dandy spotlight here. We're going to have the same lease, 5-year non-cancelable with the rent payments of $14,404 in advance. Does not transfer ownership, because if it did, why would we guarantee it? It would make no sense. No bargain purchase option is not a specialized asset, but we know this is a finance lease. Incremental rate is 10%. Fair value is 62,548. Here's the important piece, the part that's changing from the prior examples. The guaranteed residual value at the end of the lease term is $4,000. However, Cougar expects the residual value at the end of the lease to be $6,000. So what this is saying is, let's work this out. We're guaranteeing 4, but we expect 6. So we're taking some of the downside risk, like if, let's say the construction industry crashed, then the price for bobcats in year 5 may plummet. But still, the lessor has some skin in the game because they're going to absorb any loss from 6 to 4. Okay, so everybody's expecting 6, but we're only guaranteeing 4. So if you do the math, and I will do that, do the math again. I'm going to do the math in a second, I promise. See if we have some room over here. The guaranteed residual value equals 4,000 is less than the expected residual value of 6,000. Oh my gosh, I'm going to pause this. Okay, pardon the interruption there, but I'm back. So the guaranteed residual value, which equals 4,000, is less than the expected residual value of 6,000. So here you are at year 0. You are an accounting manager, and you get this information that says, hey, we're guaranteeing 4,000. And you go, hey, we got a guarantee that might end up in lease payments. And then you go look at the expectation. Oh, we're expecting 6. If the thing is worth 6 at year 5, but you guaranteed 4, you're not going to have to come up with any cash. So, whoa, sorry, those are my kids. I don't know how that happened. So anyway, well, something more embarrassing could have popped up, but anyway, that's that actually scared me even a little bit. All right, so this is payment, and I'll call it likely guarantee payment. So, this column is like GAAP lease payments. These are the payments that you're going to have to capitalize. So once again, you can think of this as a vertical timeline: 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. Those are 5 payments. Kind of weird. It says 4, but you have day 0, which is 1, 2, 3, 4. There's your 5 lease payments, and expected residual value is greater than the guaranteed residual value. Therefore, expected guaranteed residual value payment equals $0. You don't expect to pay anything on the guarantee. You might end up, in fact, because not all estimates, most estimates aren't perfect, but you don't expect to. So that's why we have a big goose egg down here, 0. All right. Now you present value 5 payments annuity due, 14,404 at 10%, and you get 60,065. Okay. And once again, 10% is your rate. Beginning of period carrying value, interest method, 10%. Update your carrying value. So 45,661 minus this equals that. And the wheels on the bus go round and round. It's effective interest method. Okay. Here we go, the right of use asset capitalization, and I'm just going to remind you, capitalization means to record or recognize a long-term asset. 60065, there's a day one payment. We reduce the lease liability on that day. And if we go up here and see the first year's accrued interest expense, that's where the 4566 comes from. The amortization expense is straight line. So you are using, this is effective interest method for the lease liability, effective int for interest method. All right, and the right of use asset is an amortization process. Straight line, SL. Okay, and it's 5 years because returned at year 5. It's a 5-year lease. If it was a lease with a transfer, then you would have amortized over the economic useful life because the lessee expects to own it for its useful life. And here's the little note for amortization expense. And here's a little note. So whenever the guarantee is less than the expected amount, it's the same as if there's not a residual value. Okay. All right. Yeah, so that's it for example numero 5. So I'm gonna stop the video here. You can take a breather or just go on to the next one.